You've made it to this point in time where it's time to make a big decision, and the decision probably isn't what you thought it would look like at this point in time. Hi, my name is Araya, and I currently live on this horse farm and animal rescue here in Italy with my dog Arlo and our growing little zoo. I love to share about spirituality and wellness, travel and my van adventures, and living a life without limitation or fear of what others think. I live in this glamping tent on the farm now, and when I arrived to Italy, it was my dream to find a home base. Now that we have one, it kind of feels like the adventure has just begun. So if you want to see what's next, I invite you to follow along. Maybe you have kind of thought your life would look one way by now. You thought you would be in a certain place by now and with certain people, and suddenly that all looks a little bit different. But that's how it was meant to. You were meant to have those downloads of what you think life should be. Sorry, I live on an animal rescue and horse farm here in Italy, so the dogs are dogging. Give me a moment. So, we're back. We'll see how long this lasts with the quiet. We just had 2 stallions go join together in a field up there. That's why all the dogs are going crazy. So usually stallions, they don't go together. Stallions are typically kept on their own and can't even see other horses. And so we've already had these 2 meet, and they've been sharing a fence line here for months now. And so now they're up there getting together, asserting their dominance, and then they're gonna live together, which is great for their mental health once they figure out the status, which I think they already did last time. So anyway, farm life. The thing with these big decisions and our desires is that we can't get so attached to the desire itself. The desires are your guiding light, right? The desires will help you go the direction that you are meant to go. But you have to have the courage to change when it's time to change. When the desire all of a sudden changes and you're like, but I was on this path and I had this whole direction and it was all making sense to my mind, but your heart is telling you, no, now that I've made it here, I meant to go there, not straight. I meant to take a right. And so everything, it's not linear. This whole journey is not linear. You might make it there and then maybe you decide to go back. Maybe you moved to Italy and you decided to go back to California. That's not what I'm deciding, but that's an example, right? If that was what my heart told me, if out of nowhere I woke up one day and I was like, my heart and my mind together were you need to move back to California, I would listen to that. If it was such a sure thing, I would be like, okay, well, I sold all my stuff in California, I came over here. But if that did happen, that would mean that I learned everything I was meant to learn here. I gathered everything I was meant to gather, and it's time to go home, right? I personally wouldn't have to, in this example, wouldn't have to stay in Italy because I built a life here. I invested in my tent and my van and my roof and my everything, and I have my animals here, even though I don't think I could ever leave my animals, but I would trust in divine timing, in divine guidance, right? And so you have to have the courage to trust yourself when it's time to change. Another example, which honestly I'm so excited to tell you guys. So women, listen up. I launched my retreat a week ago, maybe. I interrupt you for the next 4 minutes with a thing that I made, a video that I made all about visiting the retreat area. So if it doesn't apply to you, if you have no interest in seeing the location and the process of picking it, skip 4 minutes ahead after this clip right here. Once it starts, 4 minutes. And that is my sign, I think. We'll see. So this is the drive to the new B&B that I checked out for the retreat, and it's just such a beautiful drive. I already had the complete knowing that this is going to be the spot, because look at this, and it's so green and lush, and the energy is just amazing. And here's the property. I think I'm going to change the location to this beautiful B&B, which is also a spa, and look how gorgeous So we're going to go meet with them right now and talk about details, but a little update to the retreat. It's tough because I was really excited about the other B&B, but this one just makes way more sense. There are enough bedrooms, and the energy here it's different than the other one. The other one I really loved, but this one also feels really good. So
because there is some problem, I suppose.
Oh,
in the line,
okay.
so
beautiful.
this is all for our spa.
Oh wow.
Vegetable. We have tomato, and so probably if we have some from the garden yet, you can also buy. Okay, if they don't grown up, okay.
Yeah.
But we don't use nothing.
So that will be an all organic garden that we
more
can
than
cook
organic.
from.
More than
Oh
organic.
wow.
Because we don't use nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Only water, ground, and sun.
I love it here.
See?
And everyone has their own
See?
Wow. Photos of this room? You have them?
Only to know.
So this one has its own garden, which is just beautiful. Wow. You guys, I'm so excited about this. This is amazing. So here's the bathroom. Each one has their own bathroom. It kind of all looks just like this. You guys are going to love this. Be running all the time, so like the guests could come use it whenever.
Yes, we have some rules. For example, we have to know we don't need for.
Yeah. Yeah. Would definitely like to use.
And no.
The 111. First thing we saw on our way here. I 100% am changing the location of the retreat to this location. Part of the retreat will still be on the farm. We'll still be doing the same itinerary, but with additional spa things. Every single day will include the spa, so you'll have access to the cold plunge, the sauna, the jacuzzis, the shower. You can book a massage. It's an all natural location, but like even more so. Our vegan chef will be able to cook in the kitchen there, and we have a beautiful seating area with big windows showing the views and the spa. It's perfect. It's like I've never been so lit up because this is like exactly where it's meant to be. It's absolutely perfect. So if you guys want to go ahead and sign up, you can do so at the link of the retreat. If you have any questions, you can also email me, arayaamenti@gmail.com. I'm so excited, and I will see 15-ish of you guys at the retreat. And so, oh no, they've started again. I launched my retreat like a week ago, and I had picked this one B&B location. It was magical, wonderful, like it had such amazing energy. It was a full body yes, even though it didn't make any sense really, because like it did, I ended up making it make sense, but there's only 2 bedrooms. I'll be right back. Okay, we're just gonna live with the dog barking today, right? So there were only 2 bedrooms. So I was like, okay, I will have the option for tent stays, and I will make really nice tents, and I'll make them all pretty with like twinkly lights and like a real nice comfy mattress thingy. And then the other day, someone said something about the spa nearby and a local B&B with the spa. And I was like, no, this reason and that reason, it's not gonna work. And then I was like, wait, yes. Like I meant to go look at it. And so I went and looked at it today, and it was perfect for the retreat. Like absolutely perfect. The perfect amount of beds, the perfect amount of rooms. Shh, doggies. We're just gonna keep going. Oh my gosh, you guys, and it's a spa. So there's a cold plunge, there's a hot tub, there's a sauna, there's 2 hot tubs. There's like this cool, really cool Swedish shower thing, and I think that's what it was called. But in a really beautiful kitchen for our private vegan chef who will be with us, and like a really nice seating area for eating. and hammocks, like this cute little indoor hammock area. Oh my gosh, every room has its own bathroom. There's a few shared rooms, and then the rest of them, there's 5 private rooms. But it's amazing. And so of course it's going to be more expensive of an investment for my side of things, but it's completely worth it. And my whole body was lit up about it. They were so nice, the 2 people who run it. The woman speaks English, the man speaks a little bit of Espanol, and so, well, no, he speaks Espanol, I speak a little bit of Espanol. And so it was amazing, and I have had the courage to change. I was like, okay, well, my mind is like, no, you already have people signed up. No, you already have people, excited for this way. And I was like, but it's meant to be this way. And so I've already talked to everybody who's coming and who wants to come. And I've sent out the emails like to people that are waiting, like, hold on, we have some changes. And so by the time this video goes up, I think it will be live because I know you guys are excited to sign up, but it's going to be like 5 million bajillion times better. Like I was literally going to pee myself. I told my friend I was with that drove me there, and he'll be the driver for us when you guys are here. I was like, I don't know what to do with myself. Like I've never been so excited. Like I was just so lit up. And so that's what happens when you have the courage to change paths, and you have the courage to go towards the thing, even though it doesn't make sense because your other desires brought you to that moment, and now you have to go right and you were going to go left and all these things. When you do it, it's like full body, like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I just was filled with gratitude, like not even just for the retreat. I got back here, I'm looking around, and I was just like, wow, this is so beautiful. Like I get to live here in Italy on this beautiful farm, and we have the mountains are all super lush now. Like it's springtime. I collected all these really pretty flowers today. I'll show you guys this photo or video of the flowers that I just picked from my yard here. I need to bring a donkey or a goat in here to do some yard work for me, but it's just like every little moment since that decision today was just so filled with life. Like I felt so filled with life, so filled with gratitude, and gratitude is the highest frequency, right? And the gratitude and love is like the true essence of what we are. And so I was just like, wow, this is amazing. And when you make decisions from that place, God supports you. The universe supports you. So if you continue to make decisions from that place of being lit up, from that joy, from that curiosity, from that trust, we were talking about that the other day, trust. Like what is trust? Trust is surrender. So when you go towards the thing that doesn't make sense because it feels good in your body and you know it's for you, even though everybody else might be saying, no, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Or your mind is saying, don't do that. We have attachment to this. This is how it's supposed to look. This is the person that you're supposed to be with. This is the person, like these are all the things on the job that it's supposed to be. If you have the courage to do it, it will be worth it. You don't want to just live the life that looks perfect. You want to live the life that feels perfect, right? And of course, life will always have its ups and downs. It will always have its challenges. It will always have its contrasts. That is part of the deal of coming here. But you get to have the most rich experience, the most soul-fulfilled experience, the most aligned experience with your highest truth and highest potential when you continue to build this muscle of making decisions from the place of that joy and that curiosity and that trust and that surrender. So you probably know what you're meant to do right now. You probably have known what you're meant to do right now, and it's probably really freaking scary, but you can do it. You've made it to this exact moment, and I'm yelling at you because you can do it, and I believe in you, and you've got this, and you made it to this video, to this moment for a specific reason. So have the courage to do it. Have the courage to take that step forward, even if it's scary, even if it challenges your beliefs, challenges your subconscious patterns. If it brings up your fears, it brings up your triggers, you have the tools to move through it. You wouldn't have made it to this moment if you didn't have the tools to do it. So you've got this. I really, really believe in you. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here. If you don't know what to say, you can say hello Zima, hello Duchess, hello Arlo in doggy jail. So there might be a bug in my hair. I was fighting a bug while we were doing that. If you guys want to sign up for the retreat, if you know someone who wants to sign up for a retreat like this in Italy in October, so in the fall this year, then the link is in the bio. Thank you guys for listening to the doggies. And also I have my programs. Oh, okay, one more thing while we're here. You guys also let me know in the last video, I think. Hold on, puppies. That a lot of you do watch till the end, so thank you for letting me know that you're still here. I've launched my Patreon, so I'm simplifying. I'm bringing things down to, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it feels simple going on Patreon versus, like, one moment. Chaos, always chaos. So I started a Patreon account because I was trying to make a community on my website, and I was like, again, this exact message. I was trying to make a community on my website, and I was very lit up about it, but I was like, there's something missing. Like, there's something not quite right about how I'm building this. And then I was like, oh, it's meant to be Patreon. And so Patreon, I've always loved. Like, my favorite people that I follow are on Patreon too. And I feel like it's just like a really nice vibe there. So I've made different tiers. You guys can go check them out if you want to, like, get in the behind the scenes of everything, as I'm really in this, like, building phase, building the retreat, building private business thingies that I will share on there. They'll be in the second tier. So the nomadic souls, there's nomadic notes. So that'll be like a little private voice note for me. So today I made like a private voice note. I think it was like 14 minutes of like the behind the scenes of creating the retreat. And so there'll be like photo updates, text updates, voice note updates, options to like help me decide where to travel, and really, oh, and then this is how I got here. So on the third tier, the wandering souls, wanderers. I need to memorize these, but the graphics are so cute. You guys should check out the graphics. I mentioned them in my video yesterday. But in that one, if you sign up for that, I will email you both of my 21-day programs. So you get both 21-day programs for free, and then you get 50% off any other program that I launched. So decondition, if you've thought about signing up for decondition, which is my 12-week program about deconditioning your mind and setting yourself free so that you can live your life that is most fulfilling to you. So it works with neuroplasticity, and it has many guided meditations and hypnosis and sound baths and EFT tapping and all these different exercises, journal entries to help you decondition. Oh, the doggies. So you get 50% off that if you join that one. So I'll leave you with that while the dogs go crazy. And I'm going to set up my outdoor shower and call it a night. So I love you guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye.